Hello, I'm your host, Zachary, and if you remember my last video, I asked when I received the evidence, how they took the decision, and evidence of the decision to be sent to me as well, copy. They take consideration the letters of my GP and some other evidence that I already sent them. If you're gonna, you have to wait, you have to ask for the copy, but make sure to ask it as soon as you receive the decision. Otherwise, afterwards, they're gonna shred all the rest of them. So they sent me the letter saying that here I can see is page 1 out of 26. That's why I'm saying it's too much. In the first page says consultation report form, PA4. Says my surname, my name, and my national insurance number, what type of consultation I had, the time of the consultation, and the time it finished, the name of the professional that the consultation, and what type of professional she is. List all evidence, consider alongside the consultation findings. Well, here it's actually the evidence that I already sent. So as you can see here, so all this, you can see GP from letter from GP, my first PIP form, what's this? Blood test and everything. So it's everything there. I don't know why they didn't consider that. Time of the telephone assessment undertake due to DWP suspending all face-to-face assessment following the COVID-19 outbreak. Cool. Now we start the things. Brace yourself, yeah? I was a little bit of upset because if you remember when I she was polite, the nurse, but again, sometimes when I was answering her questions or question the question she asked me, she didn't elaborate to give me more details, and I get really upset, to be honest, at some point. The purpose and nature of the consultation has been clearly explained to the claimant. Well, yeah, that's fair enough. Tick. The following individual attend the consultation with the claimant, which I have everything recorded, and I said, she didn't ask me who is this person or what's the relation, but she is blah, blah, blah. But here it says name of the individual, not applicable, and relationship to claimant, not applicable. I mean, it's everything there. I have evidence. So that's one. And history of conditions. Depression 2017, social anxiety 2019, rejection sensitivity dysphoria, diagnosed by GP initially and then confirmed by psychiatrist. That's from my dyslexia, by the way. Anyway, no hospital admission for mental health, but has some counseling in the past. True. GP manage at this time, but has recently increased the dose. GP manage at this time, but has recently increased the dose of his medication and has referred for further therapies due to decline in mood since first lockdown. Okay, now here I was saying I was talking about my depression, my anxiety medication that my GP increased. Nothing else. And I was referred for my ADHD I continue. Symptoms: lack motivation all the time, not interest in himself or anything else. He sleeps most of the time and feels as thought he is hibernating. He had no self-esteem and he feels as though no one cares about him, and he feels very emotionless. Anxiety present around strangers all the time, which make him feel sick. No thoughts of self-harm or suicide ideation. I mentioned that I had some counseling about I had bad thoughts. And when I said bad thoughts, she asked me what kind of bad thoughts. Because I make it sound like I didn't want to say on the phone, like, I tried to kill myself. Lack motivation, yes, but anxiety present around even non-strangers. I don't know why she put here and make me feel sick. No, they don't make me feel sick. It's just uncomfortable. Some other diagnosis. He's now taking prescribed medication as he has input for immunology. I never said that word, by the way. At the hospital every 6 months. It's not every... No, again, this is a lie again. Well, half lie. Yes, it's 6 months sometimes, but if my condition will go bad, then I have to go for check again. They're gonna call me within either 2 months or 3 months. It always depends how my immune system level is. No current symptoms reported today. When she asked me about the side effects or symptoms, I assume, I mentioned many times that because there's so many, I don't know which one causes me what. So she didn't write down nothing from the side effects. Dyslexia, originally diagnosed in Cyprus 2007 and then July 2020. Think so, yeah. Originally diagnosed in Cyprus and again in the UK last summer following assessment. Struggle at school with reading. Since his last assessment, he had been using an app on his PC, which has helped him. He has been using an app on his PC, which has helped him with his reading very much. If he does not use the app, he seems that the words are jumbled and back to forth and everything blends into one mess. I think everything is supposed to be one word, not everything. Well, here, I mentioned dictation. I mean, I didn't know that word, and I mentioned that if I want to, because I don't know how to write, if I speak, then the computer would do it for me. I will not do nothing. And also, because I don't know how to read, I'm using the speak option, or if I'm using my phone, I just if it's available, then I'm using the reading function again, because I needed someone to read it for me a couple of times to understand the meaning. I don't see nothing here, and it's not an app. It's function. It's within the phone. It exists there. And and I don't have a PC. But anyway, I have a laptop. But that's okay. Yeah, helping with his reading very much. No. Struggle at school with reading. Yeah, fail. I think somewhere afterwards says this. ADHD, mixed type symptoms, not diagnosed as yet. 2 stars. Currently being investigated but not diagnosed as yet. Investigation currently on hold due to COVID. It was thought that he may have this condition due to him being diagnosed with rejection sensitivity dysphoria, which is commonly put together with ADHD. No current medication or specialist input at this time. Symptoms. Sometimes lose his concentration. This doesn't happen all the time, but is normally a little confused with the time if he has spent several days in bed due to lack of motivation. That's totally bollocks. First of all, although I do have ADHD, yes, I'm not diagnosed yet, but the specialist, actually, the psychiatrist that he diagnosed my dyslexia, he's on the paper that I already sent them that he could see that I have the mixed symptoms of ADHD, and it's best for me to ask for my GP to be referred. And he already read something else, the doctor, about what I can use to be more easily. And also there about the concentration. I always, I constantly be distracted and I lose my concentration. And he says sometimes loses his concentration. This doesn't happen all the time. No, it was exactly the opposite. That's what I'm saying to you. Just make sure you're gonna have a copy. You have a recording just to make sure that what you said is accurate and you have evidence. And has nothing to do with the sensitivity dysphoria. That's related to this to depression and anxiety, not to ADHD. Low back pain, 2017. I have mentioned that I have this back pain for a long time ago, on and off. Started to suffer with this on regular basis in 2017. It's a lie. With no triggers. Lie. Let's put not true. No specialist input on current therapies. I already sent some. No regular symptoms, but may have back ache if the weather is particularly cold. Bullshit. No other health condition reported by her, apparently. And then current medication and treatment. Now, here is some of the medication that I'm getting. No side effects reported today. But I said that I have side effects, but I don't know which one the medication caused me because I'm taking too many medications. But feels as though he may do in the future. I said that my GP asked me and my doctor that because I'm taking too many medications, to find out which side effects causing me each medication, I have to stop one by one or taking one at a time, and that's not efficient. Can I say that? That's not easy things to do because I can't stop my medication. That's why I said to her, I don't know which one is causing me what kind of side effects, and I mentioned quite a bunch of side effects that I already facing. Efficacy. feels as though most of his medication is working well. I didn't say that. Apart from his mental health medication. Yes, said all medication checked with claimant in type and dose during phone conversation today. True. Social and occupational history. He lives in a flat with a flatmate. True. He lives several floors up and there's a lift. I never say the several floors. She asked me which floor. I said there's a lift. She didn't ask me which floor. I think she asked me how many stairs, and I said there's a lift. Bathroom. Bath with overbath shower, and he reports no aids or adaptation in the bathroom. He does not use any walking aids. Here I said that I already do some adjustments because for me not to injure myself. He attend mainstream school. I don't know what mainstream school. It's just normal school for me in Cyprus, but always struggled with his reading and failed all his examinations. So what this says? Result that I can't read. He excelled in art, craft, and sports. True. He's not working at this time. He lost his job due to having time off sick. No. And not being able to read PowerPoint presentations when attending training presentations. That's a lie. I said, what adjustment I might need. The psychologist suggests that if it's better for me. Oh no, I don't remember. I said that when they showing us the presentation on a PowerPoint, because it was so fast, my brain couldn't store the informations when attending interesting presentation. But that's completely different meaning, the way he wrote it here. He says, he lost his job due to having time off sick and not being able to read PowerPoint presentations when attending training presentations. He was working in a retail for several years and has not worked for the past 3 years at least. He's now claimed ESA. That's a lie. I never say this. I'm saying, probably I said I'm receiving a universal credit to help me with my rent. But SA, I never mentioned that word. I know for sure. He lost interest in most things and spent a lot of time lying on his bed listening to music which chill him. I don't even listen to music. I don't listen nothing. He used to collect Coca-Cola branded things, making cards, and he used to love socializing with his friends, but has not done this for several years. He feels that he has lost his passion for everything. True. He passed his test. Now we don't know what kind of test. He passed his test when he lives in Cyprus, but has not passed his driving test in the UK, and he used taxis and public transport to get to where he needs to be. I never said that. I said I have a driving license. I drive in Cyprus, but when I asked her, do you mean here? And that stop. Because as a European Union, my country is, I could transfer my driving license to here without going to a test or whatever. So that is not accurate. It's literally bollocks. Anyway, he com he com he completed his own questionnaire on his PC with a program to help him with spelling dictation. I said I use Grammarly. When she asked me, she said, no, my friend did it, but when there's Grammarly that corrects everything for you, and has support from a friend who sat with him while completing and has help with PIP online guide. I said clearly, when she asked me, did you do this? I said, no, my friend did it for me. He sat on my computer, started typing, and I was speaking to him. He was typing all of the things. And then when I finished, I sit next to him and we went through the questions and the answers. And I was deleting stuff or adding things by talking to him, I mean. And let me see here. Now, the other section is functional history, including variability, daily living activities, and mobility activities. Variability. Mental health, low mood all the time and has gone worse in past year. Yes. Physical, not really problematic. I don't know what that means, to be honest, and that's I can't comment. Learning, needs to use app to read with. No, I can't read at all. That's a lie again. Preparing food. No. He usually able to prepare and cook simple meal for himself, but he had no motivation to do this, and he relies on flatmate to do the meals. I didn't say that. I said I can't do anything because I can injure myself every time, whatever I do. I might touch any hot oven, or I will leave the gas or the oven on, or maybe I leave the tap running and forget them. Even we had smoke at home before. He was holding a frozen. Now here I said when I stabbed my hand with a knife. He was holding a frozen cauliflower. It was just cream, a little bit, so much. On his right hand and trying to cut this to pieces. I was trying to take it off and I start doing this inside the tin. I was at 22 years ago. I said when I was 22, not 22 years ago. And slipped and cut his right hand, of which he sometimes struggled with now when the weather is cold, and his right hand stiffened up and has pain. Half true. No other history of any safety related incident in the kitchen, and he's aware of how long to cook for. I said exactly the opposite. Taking nutritions. He has poor appetite, but he will eat when hungry, but no motivation to cook meals. I said normally I don't have appetite. Yes, of course, but it happens sometimes. If I start eating, I do exactly the opposite. I will overeat. Or I said, no, I think I have said, I don't eat at all. And I don't know how I gain weight by not eating. And that's weird. If alone, he will help himself to snack in between meals. No. No report weight loss. And no concern from his GP or health professional. He has gained weight in past year. Not past year now. Physically able to feed self with standard cutlery. Complete lie. Manage therapy or monitoring a health condition. Not interest in taking his. No, yeah, I'm not interested. I can't remember. Motivate to take his medication, and flatmate has to prompt every day to take. Struggle to read medication labels. I don't know how to read medication. Not that I'm struggle, but knows the medication by the color and the shape of the tablets. I'm struggling. What time? Oh my god, so frustrating. Accidental overdose approximately 5 years ago. 5 times, not 5 years ago. Has forgotten he had already taken his antiviral for immune system, but came to no harm. She didn't ask me what happened. Washing and bathing. Physically able to wash himself, but no interest in this, and goes up for 2 weeks before showering or bathing. Has no interest in his appearance anymore. Flatmate tries to encourage every day. He cannot read the labels on the shampoo. Not the shampoo, any kind of washing, shampoo, conditioners, whatever. Which is result to using for my head, maybe face cream, or to use something else for something else. No history of cell safety related incidents in the shower other than asleep approximately 10 years ago. I never said that. Yes, I sleep, but I didn't say 10 years ago. Fuck no. Of which he does not know why that happened. Manage toilet needs and incontinence. Able to manage toilet needs unaided, and he is continent. And he is continent. He wanted to write my continent, but he wrote, and I am continent. Anyway, sometimes has dirty underwear. I said all my underwear are dirty. Due to not washing on a regular basis, due to the fact that I don't know if I was clean or not. Dressing and undressing. Able to physically dress and undress instead of dressed and undressed, but has no interest in dressing and changing clothes. No, I said, okay, let me read all of it. Clothes on a daily basis, and stays in the same clothes for a week. Every now and then has problem with shoelaces and buttons. No problem for the past 4-6 months. Even sleeps in his clothes, and flatmate often tell him he smells. Okay, here I said to her, like, I have problem even when I'm getting dressed, because I'm wearing my clothes from the inside out. I leave my zip opens, my buttons are not aligned. My laces is so frustrating to put them together, because I don't know. And if I don't, and sometimes for me to get to have a shower, I will have my flatmate smell the odor that from my body. Well, it's a little bit, and that's why I need a prompt from my flatmate to wash and bathe. Communication verbally. Understand conversation, but report anxiety when speaking to strangers on the phone. No hearing problems. Again, that's one thing that it's a big issue for my health, and the comment is just a little bit. I don't know why this is happening every time. Of course, the whole sentence is a lie. Reading and understanding signs, symbol, and words. Has dyslexia, which has now been diagnosed twice. If you check on vocabulary, what dyslexia means means problem with reading and understanding. It's not a rocket science. He finds that all words jumble up when he tries to read them, and the words appears to be backwards when he tries to read them. There's so many words repeated. Most recent diagnosis advised the use of aid, and he now uses a specialized app on his PC and phone to be able to read with, and these are much better, and he finds it easier to read with this help. No. He had to complete his PAP2, the form that I sent, on his PC with the use of the app, and has downloaded, and he does the same with all forms he has to complete. Oh my God. He's able to recognize symbols, signs, as numbers. Fuck no. Eyesight, no problem. Bullshit. Oh my God. I mean, and this is when I start getting so upset. Engaging with other face to face. He is fine with people he knows, if it's one, but anxious around strangers, even though if I am around many people that I know. He can mix with people he knows alone. No. No, it's not. But prefers to have company when meeting new people. I don't prefer, I need. He will speak to shop assistant, but only to be polite, and will only keep conversation to a minimum due to his anxiety. When she asked me, so do you ask for the shop assistant to help? She said, no, I don't speak to anyone. I will never do that. If I don't know, then I'm going to leave, because I don't want to be rude, and with this way I'm showing that I'm polite. You see what I'm saying? Whatever I said is not there. No history of any aggressive behavior to any other person. Well, if you don't speak, then making budgeting decisions, understand money. No. And he's aware of values of things, but has no interested in things at all, and relies on his flatmate to open all the bills. No. Oh my God. Honestly, I said that I don't know how I'll be. Anyway, let me finish this. Does not care if bills are paid or not. And this has led to a lot of debt. No. Oh my God. I said it really concerned me when I received the letters from different utilities, and that stresses me out, and I'm trying to avoid them, so I will keep my stress level down. Just cannot be bothered to open his bills, and always gets a debt letter in the post every week. His flatmate has taken over the money in the flat. Now it sounds like he's taking my money. As he's angry that there's so much debt due to bill being ignored. I never said that. Plan and follow a journey. Almost finished, guys. Main problem is his lack of motivation, and he cannot be bothered to go out. He's able It's because of my depression. Which he's able to go out alone. I didn't say that. And he but prefers to have someone with him. I said I don't go out alone without having somebody with me. This is what I said. With him, but he will go to the local shop alone most days, which I mentioned is literally in front of my house, which I don't have to turn anywhere. It's not like I'm gonna get lost. It's literally in front of my house. I'm not that cuckoo. He's fine going to places that he has been too many times. No, that's different. Oh my God. I said, I'm always, if I, even places that I've been before, if I don't use my map, I will get lost. He's fine going to places that he has been too many times before and able to follow direction on his phone. And I said, I've got lost so many times, especially in the underground, going to the wrong direction. Oh my God! Now I'm starting getting more more upset. Honestly, he feels anxious when has to go somewhere new and follow maps on his phone. There you go. He worries that he may get lost. No, I'm not worried. Well, I'm always worried. Get lost, although has not happened in the past. Now that's a big lie. What is it in the beginning? That she was polite? She wanted to go home, or, I mean, she was home, but she wanted to go to sleep early. I don't know. No safety-related incidents went out of the house. I said to her that I might cross the street, and I don't know that is my turn to cross the street, and I might hit by a car. Once, approximately 2 months ago, he went to the local shop and the shop was not open. He was confused as he thought the shop was open, but it was only 6 a.m. and did not open until 8 a.m. He thinks that he was because he was spent 2 days in bed due to his lack of motivation and has lost all track of time due to this. Up to lockdown in March last year, he was able to plan his trip to Cyprus to see family. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Unbelievable. Like, this is a wow. Oh my God. I said that one time it happens when I wake up and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't say about because I was asleep for 2 days. Because I wake up and I got confused that it was still morning. That date was Sunday. And I went to the shop around 7 o'clock p.m. And I was thinking, why is closed? And it took me a while after to realize that, oh my God, it's Sunday today. And I went to the shop and I was like, why is closed? Maybe they renovate the shop or something. And when she asked me if I go back to my country here, I said no. And I said all this in the airport and all the people around me, it is just overwhelming. And I want to go, but I haven't been there yet. I don't know where she found that maybe because she told me she wanted to go, maybe she put her thoughts on the paper and moving around. He's normally able to walk with no problems, but sometimes, not much, sometimes, always, has shortness of breath. This does not happen most of the time. Usually happens after 20 minutes of walking. I don't think that I said 20 minutes. He's able to walk to and from the local shop, which is literally across the street, in approximately 5 minutes each way. No, 5 minutes all the way, and has no problem with this. Does not like to go out to walk much due to not have any motivation. No, it's because of my. You see what I'm talking about? And last but not least, other relevant functional history relies on flatmate to do the housework. He's physically able to do this but has no interest in this at all. And that's the overall diagnosed. Oh, and then the observation. I'm going to read just this and then I will let you go, guys. And I'm going to do different videos for each and every. This is what they hold at that point. So she picked one of these, she asked me, and then she writes the her comments, her thoughts. But that's going to be for a different video. Now I'm going to read 7, 8. That's that only, and then I'm going to let you go. So observations. I didn't read that. General appearance and information in informal observations. Telephone assessment undertaken due to DWP suspending all face-to-face assessment following the COVID outbreak. This very pleasant but anxious gentleman was able to get very clear, apparently wasn't clear, and detailed functional and conditional histories appeared to maintain good concentration for over an hour for the assessment. He did need regular reassurance from the health professional due to his obvious anxiety during interview. He did not appear to have any pain and no breathlessness or wheezing was audible. Well, how could she know if she couldn't see me? At the end of the interview, he was given time to ask. Oh my God, remember when I said that she didn't ask me if I want to ask any questions? Remember? Now, she's saying here, he was given, at the end of the interview, he was given time to ask any questions or to add information to his assessment. No, that's a big lie. He was given relevant details with regards to expected decision times for DWP. Yeah, she told me, yeah, all cool for now. We got everything that we need. Now I'm going to give the information to the decision maker and then I'm going to let you know. That's all. Bye-bye. He was given the relevant details with regards to explain decision times for DWP after he requested this information. You see, because I requested, he wrote it down. And he asked how he could get a copy of his report, of which explanation were given by HP, health professional. At the end of the interview, he thanked the HP for her time, and although he had found it difficult to speak about his condition, he did not feel as though the interview was as bad as he had been expected. Both claimant and health professional then exchanged well wishes at the end of the interview. Yeah, call me honey anytime. Claimant consent, no physical examination was necessary. Well, you have to. And the mental state now, telephone assessment, blah, 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 about the COVID, whatever. And then he appeared anxious and tense for during of telephone interview. Rapport with HP was poor for over 85. Rapport with HP was poor for over 85% of interview, but he did appear more settled with a slight improvement rapport towards end of telephone interview. Improvement rapports. Yeah. He did appear to be very withdrawn. Speech was normal in content, volume, but was very flat and monotone and often alternate to rise in rate and sounded very shaky. Able to understand and answer all questions. I ask you, bitch. Uh, all all questions fully and appropriately, and often expanded his answer in great details. So for you to write the right details at the end. He did appear to have some difficulties coping with interview, but difficulties were not significant. You were in front of me to see me. Cognitive testing not requested due to anxiety of claimant today, but he did appear to remain alert, focused, and fully alert for during of interview. I don't think so. Memory and concentration appears to be adequate. No. He was found to have good insight, but appeared very apathetic around his health and well-being. He did not appear to be distracted at any time. Well, there's nothing around. And by me putting so much effort to stay on the phone, that was even a big thing for me. Anyway. Focus and but he did appear to remain alert, focused, and fully alert for during of interview. Memory and concentration appears to be adequate. He was found to have good insight, but appeared very apathetic about his health and well-being. He did not appear to be distracted at any time during the interview. No hostility towards HP. I don't know what that means, to be honest. And he remains polite throughout telephone interview. What I should say, bitch. No reported obsessions, ruminations, delusions of hallucinations. I'm not on drugs. No evidence of alcohol or drug use. Musculoskeletal system and central nervous system. Telephone assessment undertake do blah blah blah, but nothing there. Other relevant symptoms like vision, hearing, cardiovascular, respiratory, etc. Nothing. He didn't ask me about it. All you can see is blank. Here is about the COVID-19 outbreak and blah blah blah. Oh my god. Okay, I think I have lots of work to do, I think. And because it takes too long and bunch of papers here. So you see how it's been everything is like the you remember when we used to be kids and play that game telephone, when you say something to somebody and at the end it's completely something else? This is how it goes. Anyway, I will try to make the rest of the videos about what so just to give you what's going on with this. So here says action, the descriptors. Take nutrition is actually what the questions they are. She ticks whatever she thinks it's related to my health. And at the bottom is justifications for descriptor choice, like why she choose that thing. And then you have a few details here for each question. And at the end, it's a few more questions about, I think, the function restrict at least 3 months. There's some other bullshit here. Mobility, and what evidence they had come across with. Yeah, we said the variability. Yes, we did. So I hope you find this video helpful this time. Please click the like button, and I'm already stressed, but yeah, I'll try to deal with it. Thank you for watching, and just let me know if you have any thoughts, or if you have any assessment coming up, or if you had already, how it went, and what you need, what you want to do now. Yeah. Thank you so much, and check out the rest of my videos if you haven't done already. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.